I went and bought a new Honda oil filter and just regular conventional Honda oil, and I changed it myself at 1,000 miles. And then at 4,000 miles, of course, my bike was covered all the way up to 24,000 miles for service. But even at 4,000 miles, after I had already changed it, I still took it up there to them, and they changed it again and did whatever else they, do.
Goldwing Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs.
I asked one dealer about running synthetic oil in it, and they said that was fine, but they tell their customers not to put synthetic oil in them until I think they said around 12,000 miles, because it gives the parts time to seat and break in and everything. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but
I don't know. Mine didn't get synthetic oil until 28,000.
28.
Yeah, because every time they changed it, they when I bought that service plan, they covered everything that was in the book, plus a set of tires, my first set of tires. So they put just regular Honda oil in it every time they changed it. And actually, I got more than what the service plan called for, because I was taking it to them every 4,000 miles, and they would go ahead and change the oil in it. And then they changed the spark plugs twice, I think, and did the air filter 2 or 3 times. Got a new set of tires, and the differential, got new brake fluid, new coolant. I mean, it covered a bunch, man. I jumped on that deal. They lost money on me big time. But when I went and bought that other bike, of course, they may not do it for every bike that they sell. But when I bought that other bike last weekend, they didn't offer me no service plan.
Yeah. After Jason did that to them, they started asking people how many miles they rode a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call that Plan Jason.
Yeah, because even the service writer at the service desk in there, she goes, man, they're going to lose so much money on you. But, that's what they bank on, you just not using it.
Right.
And I asked her when it was done, when I got my last thing done, and actually they were real good to me, and they gave me a set of tires that came with that, and then I had bought another set of tires on my third set, and they went ahead and mounted them and covered that under that service plan too. And they didn't have to do that. They could have charged me labor for the, mounting and balancing. But I asked her, I was like, y'all want to sell me another one? Run it on up to 48,000? She's like, no, we can't do that.
We don't want to do that. We know you, Jason. We see you in the Caliente videos. We know you're going to ride the wheels off of it.
Yeah. But it was a deal. I saved a lot of money. I saved at least $1,500 on parts and labor. I think it was closer to $2,000, but it was at least $1,500 on parts and labor by buying that service plan.
Well, my warranty not up to 2023, so I'm gonna ride a while.
Yeah, mine's not. I got that extended warranty too. I'm not sure when it's up.
But I've never had no problems. I mean, other than my reverse cable got loose and they had to tighten my reverse cable up. But outside of that, I haven't had any issues.
My neck bearings, I had to have my neck bearings replaced, and they did that under warranty.
How many miles did you have when that was done?
It was around 20-something. I think around 20,000. They went in and they retorqued them, and then not too much longer after that, they had to retorque them again, and the lady said, I'm going to call Honda and tell them that they need to be replaced. And So they said okay, they agreed to it. It wasn't no problem. They replaced them, but I had to buy the bearings though because I bought the all balls. I spent it was like $50 for the all balls because she told me, she said, well, you know, you don't want to put the Honda bearings back in there. You want to go with those, but we can't pay for them. You'll have to buy them, and then we'll cover the labor.
Cool. I'll take it.
Yeah, so that's what I did. Yeah, I mean they were real good to me up there. Now they're high on their labor. In fact, they just went up again this year. But they're real good. I mean, they treat you real good up there. I have always been really impressed with that dealership. So,
you know, that's what happened to me. Well, I went to DeSoto Honda, but you know, I had that slow wobble on the front end, and I upgraded to the all balls. They took care of the labor, and I had to buy the bearings.
Okay, good. Yeah,
and,
yeah, that's.
I haven't had no problems ever since. It's been.
Yeah, because I think to have that done now, I mean, shoot, just the labor would probably cost you, I don't know, probably, I think about $500, I was thinking, but I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, Jason.
Yeah.
I know Mark just had it done.
Yeah, I don't know. Ain't no telling what he paid to get it done to do it. But I hope he can tell a big difference, because I know I could.
Glad I got it done. That's something I don't regret doing, and I couldn't do that. I wasn't gonna do that myself. I let them handle that.
Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't have the tools to do that stuff. To drive those races out of there and press them, you know, hit them back. I don't want to do all that.
Right.
How many miles we've ridden so far, Jason?
I've got 386.
386.
I got right at 300.
What's the most miles y'all have ridden in a day?
I did 850.
Okay, you've done more than me.
Ooh, yeah.
But that was
I've only done just a little over 700 in one day, I think, so far.
I think I'm probably in the 600 range, and that wasn't any fun.
Yeah, I went. In fact, you know where Lake of the Ozarks is in Missouri? I rode from my house up there and back in one day, and I think that's the longest trip I've done in one day. And that was a little over 700 miles.
The Iron Bud, I did 850, but just regular traveling, about 750. Around about 725, 750.
But I will say this. I could ride a lot longer on this thing than I ever could on my Harley.
You say you can ride a lot longer on your Goldwing than you could your Harley?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, the comfort is noticeably different.
Right.
It's better on the Goldwing. It's the seat, just the stock seat is a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got guys out there that ride Goldwings that they still got to change the seat out when they buy them. They say they don't like them, but I guess everybody's butt's different. But for me, I think this is one of the most comfortable seats I've ever sat on a motorcycle.
Yeah, it's pretty comfortable. Just for a stock seat, it's comfortable. I know Mac just bought I think he said an Ultimate King seat or something like that. He said he loved it.
Yeah.
And I sat on it. It felt pretty good. I'm like, But I think if I was going to do anything else to this bike, as far as a major purchase, it would be a seat. Not that I need it, but I like to have one for the look.
Be a what?
Seat. If I was going to make a purchase.
If you were going to change the seat out, what would you get? What do you think you get?
I would really be looking at the Russell Daylong.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yep.
I've heard a lot of good comments about them.
I will be looking at them, for real. I'm still thinking about them because they're out and they're on the West Coast. Matter of fact, I've been intending on calling them, but I would really consider the Russell Daylong. But, there are other seats. You got Ultimate seats. They got a couple of vendors come to Wingding every year. That's pretty good. But I would really consider the Russell Daylong. That's going to cost you, I guess, anywhere between $1,500 and $2,000
Right.
a seat. So, it's hard for me to cough up that kind of money to get a seat.
Well, and especially, you know, after you get it and you're not happy with it, then what do you do?
You're going to have to eat it. But see,
Yeah,
here's the thing. It don't matter what you're sitting on. After so long, your butt going to get tired.
Yeah.
I don't care what you're sitting on. You could be sitting on an air mattress. You know, after a while, you're going to get tired of sitting. So, I don't know, Jason. You know, what do you do after that? I don't know. I just that's why I haven't made that move yet.
Yeah, me too. I mean, you're just stuck with it. But I mean, I like this seat's fine for me, and I do get sore, and I'm like, you know, daggone, man, this thing's killing me. I got to get off this bike, but then I realize, you know, I've been on it for 8 hours.
Yeah,
right.
You get sore in a car seat.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I have to keep reminding myself. I said,
hey, isn't that the station we stopped at coming down here?
Yeah,
oh, it sure is. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. It don't matter what you're sitting on. After a while, you're gonna get tired of sitting.
Yeah.
That's
right. Like on real long rides, at the end of the day, you know, I start standing up every once in a while just to stretch my legs out, and
right.
You know, it don't hurt just to stand up on the bike and just, you know, for a second and sit back down. That makes all the difference in the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get tired of sitting no matter what you're sitting on, but.
And that's another thing it's hard to do on a Harley because you got forward controls. Try standing up on one sometime.
Yeah.
You feel like you're pulling your steering wheel back. You got to bend it backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean your handlebars.
I mean, sometimes I'll just let my legs, you know, dangle, and of course I do have these highway pegs, and that helps a whole lot too. When I use them just to change position around, but yeah, I mean, but I can stay on this thing all day, you know, 8 to 10 hours, and I'd be good. And of course, the longer, well, if you only ride, that's another thing. If you only ride the bike once or twice a month, then you're going to get sore a lot faster.
Yeah, because you ain't built up that muscle.
That's right, because you're not used to it. You don't, you know. But if you ride, you know, pretty much every week, you know, a couple times a week or whatever, then you can last a lot longer, and that's on any bike.
Right.
Yeah. Nancy, she'll sit in the back, and occasionally on long trips, prop her feet up on my legs.
Yeah.
After a while, that gets a little weighty.
Yeah, that's what I get Rebecca to do, but I'm seriously thinking about getting those passenger floorboards, like y'all got, so she can at least have a couple of positions.
Yeah, she loves those things, be able to kick those things up, change your feet position.
Yeah. But this backrest, I know did you have a backrest on your 17?
I did for a while, and I took it off. I just didn't like it.
Oh, yeah?
Some people like them, some don't. I prefer without one.
Okay, yeah. This backrest just made a huge difference for me on this bike. I mean, it just, it's like sitting in a lounge chair almost.
Man, it feels good out here. I'm showing 73 on the LCD. 75 in front of the bike, and I'm showing 75 in the cockpit.
I got a 72 on my bike thermometer.
Yeah, that's what I got, 72.
Y'all got 72? Well,
yeah.
I got these fairings on the front of mine, so they may be blocking a lot of the wind.
It's warm. Hopefully springtime is here. We won't have no more freezing temperatures. Too much. Just hope we don't get a whole lot of rain.
Yeah, it's going to be grass cutting season here in a little bit.
Oh, I know. My grass needs, I was looking at that yesterday. My grass really could be cut right now. Of course, it's just weeds, but they could be cut. I may do that this week since time changed. It'll give me a little bit more time after work.
Right.
So I may just go ahead and do it once this week and just get a head start on it.
Go ahead and knock it on out, huh?
Yeah. I need to get my mower out anyways and service it and check the blades and all that stuff.
Right. It makes your mind to crank up because you know what happened when that bad boy sit.
Man, I don't guess they don't put no governors on their bucket trucks.
He just flat out rolling.
That dude's rolling. Yeah, our bucket trucks won't go over. I think it's
65.
They got them governed right there at 67, 68. I have to call Teaspoon and tell him, don't be afraid of the corona, man. Just get on that boat and don't look back.
Get on that boat, look back, huh? Don't look back.
That's right. Don't look back. Just get on and go.
Wash your hands and cover your nose, huh?
That's right. Man, I got full. I'll tell you what, that's a good place to eat, man. I really liked it. I thought it was good. Mine was real good.
Yeah, I'm still full myself, really.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. I like to ride more than the food, but it wasn't bad. Not bad at all.
Oh.
Good highway.
No,
you know, the weather good. I like coming down here because of just, it's warmer, man.
yeah.
It ain't riddled with trucks like 50, like 40. Got some cars coming on, Jason.
All right.
On your left lane.
It feels good to be out on the Goldwings.
Yeah, that's what Rebecca said. She's ready to get back and go for a ride.
Yeah. Down there in Florida, right?
Yeah. She'll be down there a few more days. Probably back. Dang, dude. Come on over.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of a hurry.
Yeah.
He can't go nowhere. No matter how fast you go, somebody's going to always be in front of you. Yeah, right out. You're going to have 500 miles when you get back home, 600 miles.
Yeah, probably so.
So you've done 406 and still got 144 to go to get to my house, so.
I done 315.
Yeah.
So I'll be 550, 560.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. A bunch of them are going to ride down to Florida for their state rally and then over to Louisiana, but they said going down to Florida, they're going to have to do about 500 miles in one day. And hope that ain't going to be a problem. I was like, shoot, man, that ain't nothing to that.
500 miles. That's a hot dog run.
Man, I know it. They just go get a sandwich. But
Right.
they're old, they're a lot older, and all the women, they got with you, so they just can't do it anymore.
What's the guy's name that's wearing oxygen?
Bobby.
Yeah, one of the guys is building him a tank holder.
Yeah, that's Keith.
Put on his bike.
Yeah, Keith was doing that. That's why he brought his
So
bike up there.
Is he one of them that's riding the 500 miles?
He's supposed to be. I don't know if they'll go or not. Bobby hadn't ridden in a long time now, so.
He got an extended fuel cell he put on the bike?
No, he's got an oxygen concentrator
Oh.
that he put on there or something, but he hadn't rode in a long time. I don't know that he really even wants to ride anymore, man. I don't know. I think I don't know.
Hey, Jason, when you get a chance, let's hit it. Let's make a stop.
Okay.
I want to drink in my cup and stretch my legs for a minute.
Yeah.
Change out a battery.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, shoot, it's 4 o'clock now. We've been at it since early, so.
Yeah, the first lady used to wonder why come I'm gone all day when I ride, but now she don't ask. Now she understand now.
Yeah. And it just kind of the day just goes by, just blows on by.
Fast.
Yeah.
Be nice your work shift didn't go by that fast, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
Jason, I do want to get some of those handlebar things that bring your handlebars back just about an inch or so.
Oh, yeah,
Risers.
yeah.
I think that would make this even more comfortable.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, it really helped me out. It made a huge difference for me. I love them. I sit back in the seat now like I'm supposed to. I'm not, leaning forward.
Yeah.
Would it push your handlebars back?
Yeah, they brought them up and back and in.
So that raises them just a little bit too?
Yeah, it brings them up about an inch, back maybe an inch, and then it pulls the bars together about an inch too. But it moves them actually in three different directions when you put them on.
You did yours yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it ain't. No, it's 4 bolts, and that's it. After you take your cluster, take your dash off and lift it up.
Right. Get up under there to the.
Yeah, and it's just right there. So shoot, yeah, it ain't nothing.
Take the plastic pieces off.
Yeah. Just torque them, put some Loctite on them, torque them back down, and ready to go.
Yep.
But I did the same thing on my Harley. That Street Glide I had. I put risers on it to move the bars up and back towards me. I just got short arms, so.
Did it help you on the Harley?
Yeah, it helped a whole lot. But I still needed, well, if I would have kept that bike, that was the next thing I was going to do was put a new seat on it. Because that seat was terrible. I mean, it was, man, terrible. And that's a shame. You know, you pay, well, I think back then, the sticker price I paid on that bike was $13,000, maybe $14,000. And that's just for or it wasn't a Street Glide, I'm sorry, a Super Glide. Dyna Super Glide. And man, then you got to go buy a $500-$600 seat. Shoot.
That ain't fun.
No.
That's expensive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You know, I mean, the seat on my 4-wheel is more comfortable than that thing was.
Need to check my rear end oil. It's a chance.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I did mine. I got to look at my book and see when the last time I did my
wrote it down.
Rear end service. Yeah, I try and write everything down so I remember because it's just so many things. You know, I can't keep up with it all.
Yeah, come on around me, Radar.
Do what now?
I said, come on around me. I'm gonna get you to take a look at my lights for me.
Oh, okay.
My headlights. Are they pretty bright?
Oh yeah. Very bright.
Okay.
Yeah, especially the ones up under your mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah, some things are real bright.
The cube lights?
Yeah.
Those things really make your bike, the front of it, look a lot wider from the front. It almost looks like a airplane coming in.
That's what Brother Cowboy said. The mothership.
Yeah, spaceship.
The mothership.
So you can't have too many lights on the bike.
No, you really can't.
Are we getting gas? I guess we are.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
might as well.
I think all those are diesels.
I never bought gas and didn't use it.
Yeah. Some bikes up here. Look at that old Honda. 65.
I don't have a pump on this.
Oh, really?
Oh. Hey, Chris, if you make a U-turn here, this one at the very end's got a pump on it.
Are any of these working? I guess they work, don't they? I don't take no cards, though.
No.